Welcome to Shattered Destinies Starfall. So here we continue on a wonderful day you're having. You've had such a
Great.
lovely, pleasant day. You've had dreams. You've had riots in the camp. Two riots, in fact, you've caused in the camps before returning back to Starfall proper. And Catalina creating a bit of a stir by playing in a tavern and playing so well she began to get a bit of a gathering, a bit of a following around her. And this did raise some issues for Tax in a few connections being made, a few questions asked that he did not like the answer to. And returning back to Blix Hall, Tax finally came clean about the fate of Catalina's husband, thought to have been accidentally shot and killed long ago when you all first met. In fact, he lives, and Tax faked the death of Castian Serrano.
It's a living.
Enjoy it while you're living.
We're not even in yet. But having talked over a few of these revelations, made some decisions about what to do next, you decided perhaps it's time to go and get some more information. A brief trip to speak with the dead may be in order. You decided to head down to the mausoleum using your secret ways that you know and have access to go and commune with the soul, spirit, or whatever it may be, of the ambassador, Donovan Leostara's brother, Castian. This is where we begin. I believe you are just about to leave your rooms. Now, should I go first? Because I'm aware that you're looking a little bit bashed up. I've still got a bit of a headache, and I can't quite get the taste of soup out of my mouth for some reason. But I don't recall having soup, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll go first. Yeah? Or would you like me to stay and guard the
How's he looking?
with Ben?
Yeah.
Albert's got like a bandage around his head. But that's it. Otherwise, he looks fine.
Does it look like the bandage is actually doing anything, or is it more of a someone put it on him so he's kept it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Yes,
hard
if
were
you
you
would.
hit, Albert?
I don't understand.
Were
How
you
many
hit on the
fingers
head?
am I holding up?
It's four fingers.
Okay.
I don't think he was hit on the head.
Right, okay, fine.
I don't think I've been in any kind of danger. I think it's fine.
But he might be
think
saying
you're-
that because of concussion.
Don't fall asleep. Wait, he's already fallen asleep, so any damage is already done.
I had a bit of a nap earlier. I'm aware of that. And I feel a lot better for it. So
Well, he woke
I think
up,
we're
so
ready to go.
that's...
Yes, exactly. From my readings, I've heard that actually it's good to take a nap when you've been hit hard in the head.
Very kind of you, Albert, to offer to go ahead, but perhaps Coda would be better to sneak ahead and check for us.
One sec.
And then,
Have we left the room? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
No.
and then you can stay next to me, Albert.
That's right. Very well, Lady Serrano. I'll keep you
Why,
guarded.
why doesn't Tax go in front, just in case we get shot at? You know.
What am I going to do against?
Well, you can deflect
bullets?
it with your gun.
I can
First
deflect
of
it with
all.
my gun. You're right.
But I was thinking more just cannon fodder.
Okay, just give me.
I
give
do.
me-
I do have some magical protection still up.
just give me a second. I'm going to take my armor off and see if they will repair it overnight for us. And Coda will take the time to
but-
remove his.
I'll give that to Ben, and we'll get that sorted for you.
Thank you. Take the time to remove the armor. As he does, you see all the burn marks up the side of his body. Winces as he puts his shirt and his jacket back on.
Oh, you
Okay.
did get exploded on, didn't you?
There was a small explosion. Just a small fireball.
Do you want to rest first?
No,
We-
no. We said we'd do this. Let's.
Okay.
Look. Surely we are the only people who have access to this crypt. Oh, dear Alexis,
no,
lost
yeah.
Ben,
Mhm. Ren's dead.
I know. Just, killed him.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's
You leave the rooms, heading down to the main foyer, off to the side room, down a door into the cellar. The way is opening for you automatically as you approach. The servant's just allowing you to go about your business, no one at this time seems to be too fussed with your happenings. As time is getting on, you expect people, well, Catalina would know, people are getting ready for the evening meals, for the dinner parties that are sure to follow. So everyone here, so it's a very subdued time for you to be traveling around just before it starts getting a bit busy with the people going to parties and the like. So no one's really paid you any mind. You make your way down into the cellar and you head to the secret door behind the set of shelves, which opens up as you trigger it, leaving you a dark, unlit passage down the way.
Does everyone remember the way?
I remember the way.
I remember the way. Down this corridor, take the spiraling staircase down. Second landing. Third landing. Shit.
My plan was to
I
roll
don't
some
remember.
dice and see if I remember the exact route.
Yeah, the attacks. Do you want to make a remember roll just to make this a little bit easier?
Yeah.
I know it's down
Uh,
the staircase. I
If
can't remember
you
which one
follow
it is.
Coda's instructions, you're going to end up somewhere interesting. So
2 successes.
2 successes, yeah. You know the way to the Astara mausoleum is straight down this corridor, through the set of doors into the Blix mausoleum, through a side door, up the stairs into the next mausoleum. If you took the spiral staircase down, you'd be heading
We'd
into
enter
the
the lab.
labs.
Yeah. But there is a spiral staircase down to the Blix Hall
The
one,
lab.
and then there's I thought there was a spiral staircase, then another one that went down to the lab.
No, it's a straight
No.
door into the Blix
Okay.
mausoleum.
Straight door to.
I remember it now.
You would remember when we saw it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Oh, it's not the concussion I took earlier at all.
We really need you to have a nap to get better from that concussion. Like,
I'm told that that's how you recover.
yeah,
from
it
your-
is. It is how you recover from a concussion. It's sleep.
Disclaimer: this is not medical advice.
I'll lead the
Yeah,
way.
okay. We'll follow Tax's
Is
direction.
anyone lighting the path? It is pitch black down here.
Tax will. I've got a torch.
Light a torch.
Yeah.
Flickering
Very well.
torchlight. This fairly pristine, fairly dusty corridor lights oddly as your shadows flicker along the walls. And you come to the doors at the main side, which you see the small gemstone embedded in the center flicks to a green as you approach. And the minute you begin to act like you're going to open the doors just swing open in front of you, revealing the Blix mausoleum, leaving behind the spiral staircase off to one side that heads down to the labs. And
Can I listen out to see if I can hear anything?
anyone that likes to can give me a perceive.
DOS, 2 successes.
2 successes. It's been 2 momentum to turn another 5 into a 6 to get 2 successes, which then gives me momentum back. Nice.
I'm not going to chance it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've got my eyes
Very
shut.
smart.
Smart. Is there anything particularly you're looking or listening out for, both Tax and Coda? Then
People. Anyone else here? Sounds.
As we approach Castian's tomb, I'm seeing if the heartsong resonates through these halls.
so the first thing you notice, because you're walking into the Blix mausoleum first, and there's a side door that will lead up to the other mausoleums. This mausoleum has had movement in it recently. There are a few of the sarcophagi have been turned over, and there are pieces of bone scattered across the floor.
Is this in Blix's? Sorry.
This is in Blix's. Yes.
I don't know.
I mean,
New.
I mean, I'm just wondering if someone's reset the X we found in Lord Blix's.
If we just don't go in there, it should be okay. Because
Oh,
it was
we've
in
got
a
to go
separate
through.
room. No, but there was a separate room, wasn't it? That
Oh,
Lord Blix
true,
was
true.
in. If we don't go in that separate room, then we won't wake him up.
Yes, let's definitely not wake him up.
But what I have realized, what we can interpret is there has been no hauntings that we know of since.
There has
He
been
was-
no talk in the hotel of any kind of hauntings. No.
So
Okay.
I
So
think
moving
maybe
on.
people were taking what they could or hid things down here. Maybe I don't know. But I don't hear. Do I hear any people or any movement?
No,
Okay.
not here.
Yeah.
That absence of sound. There's like
Mm.
every step echoes around this mausoleum. You're pretty certain that you'd be able to tell if anyone was lurking around, unless they were being supernaturally
sneaky.
quiet.
Mm.
So you're heading up to the Leostara mausoleum,
Mhm.
through the side door, up the set of stairs, to the door emblazoned with the Leostara family name on the front. The door opens up. This mausoleum has not been touched since your last visit. As you know, there is the one mausoleum that, the one sarcophagi, apologies, that is well adorned and well carved. Probably the only one in here that actually is at this stage. Is the one containing Castian Leostara.
Yeah. This is where we're going to find out about the heartsong.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Listen. Let's...
Yes.
So approach the sarcophagi where Leostara is entombed. I mean, Donovan said just listen.
Yeah. Meditate or something.
Who's Donovan again?
The
Yeah.
ambassador.
Oh, that. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's just.
His brother.
I remembered that bit. Just,
Should we introduce ourselves, or
Sure. After you, Rory.
I
I don't like all this ghost business.
I go and knock on the.
Oh, no.
There's a duk, 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 which echoes out around the mausoleum and falls silent.
um, evening, Mr. Leostara, Master Leostara. Did he have a title?
No, I
Anyway,
don't believe so.
I
um,
think so.
nice to meet you. We've been sent by your brother to have a chat. Are you in there?
We came to hear your songs. And you.
You're
And
met
then
with silence. It echoes out around you.
Maybe. Can I? Oh, I'm going to use a skill I haven't used in a while. Can I use superior recollection to remember
Yes.
if the ambassador did anything in particular when
Give
he
me
got
a-
in this room?
Give me a superior recollection roll to see how many pieces of
Oh.
information I have to give you.
That comes that. That's 2 successes.
So he didn't say anything in particular. He just said that when he sat down there, he would calm himself and he'd be able to listen, and then they'd actually be able to converse. But you knowing a little bit about the realm you think Castian is currently residing in, you know it's a realm that requires a cognitive link or a connection of some kind. Blood, resonance, some kind of thought of connection, which, well,
We
more
have.
than one of you has the ability to access if you're brave enough to do so.
One of the things we can, I think, is the safest route when I try to connect to these kind of forces on my own. It gets a bit worrying, but I feel like Catalina, you playing some music might wake him up. It's the
We-
same resonance that we've done before. That's the kind of, and if this is, you were called, it's all, you were named
Yeah.
Heartsong, and
I'm just worried about playing again. I don't like how it's connected to him.
It's-
and what it does.
it's more, I think, I feel like it's more the magic that he's tapped into. My thoughts are, and I don't know 100% that this cognitive magic is something that he's utilizing, but cognitive magic isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just what he's using to push out his power.
Okay.
I can help. Not that I can do the music side of things, but I can help you with the tuning because I know what the magical frequency is. So I can help you
the
attune what
magical
you're doing.
frequency?
Well, I felt the magical frequency at when you did it, so I can help the magic side of things, and you can do whatever music stuff you do.
Okay.
I want to
I
try and use the help action to maybe use a tune to kind of guide her musically
can-
so that it fits the magic.
Spend the resource to support Catalina and attune
don't want to help.
as.
You can not take it if you're not going to listen to me. Then that's fine.
No, I will. I'll just be doing it really begrudgingly.
And an instrument test from Catalina, I think, if you're going to end up playing.
I don't get any momentum from this, do I?
You do not.
The help action.
You have to spend one
Three.
to support.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay.
I've got 2 6s and a 5, but I'm expertise in a tune, so.
Okay. No, I have things. It's like I've forgotten how to play. Let's see. Right. Okay, so they just 2 successes.
So 5 successes overall, which is very good. Catalina, you began to play. Is there any particular tune you're playing?
I was trying to think. I don't think I would know anything from Castian, would I? Like, or
You give me a remember
I know where
test.
he's
Just
from.
to...
Yeah, just kind of thinking like I know Donovan. I know where he's from. I know that music, so I think I'd play something from home, something familiar like that.
Yeah, you just begin playing one of an Eruvian song, one that you feel rings true for this current environment. To actually just open yourself up to the resonance, to see it moving and coalescing around. You can feel the thrum of the music traveling through you. And as it does so, it gets to a point where it begins to resonate and something reverberates within you as well. And that's the point where you could guide Catalina to keep playing to that tune, to very slowly change the frequency. And this resonance begins kind of thrumming out. It echoes around you. It pulses in your ears, almost like a fire alarm with that kind of deep thrum and throb and echo. And as it does so, you begin to hear a voice in your head. Hello? Is that someone there? The voice echoes strangely, spectrally, but it sounds within your mind. All
It's
of your
my
mind.
mind. Oh, all of our minds.
Castian, it's Catalina Serrano. I'm friends with your brother, and these are my friends.
Oh, okay. He didn't say that he was sending anyone to come and talk to me. Well, it's so nice to meet some friends who are still alive, I take it, or
Now, yeah.
For now.
Barely.
Well, he was typical Donovan. He's always he's always going on about the fact that he's still alive. He's so competitive. Always had to be the better one.
Where are you?
Hell, or some description of it is. No,
How did you get there? What happened?
I got exploded.
Wow.
Caused a kerfuffle. Made a bit of a fuss. Annoyed the wrong people. My best friend, one of my friends, exploded, and I died in the process. So yes, if you ever see someone who is groaning over a table and they look ill, like they need immediate assistance, just be aware that they might explode.
Noted.
Good to know, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, especially if your friend exploding friends is not the best way to go. But I didn't even realize I was dead, and when I woke up here,
Do you know why you're still here and you haven't fully moved on?
Well, I'm a guest of the Mad King now. Um,
Oh, okay.
as anyone, I think that many people, you have to find allies where you can here and try not to die too many times. Everything gets a little bit hazy. There's no death here. We're already dead. If you die, a little piece of you gets torn away and you wake up somewhere else.
But there are other people with you?
I mean, I have a few friends that I've gathered. A few others over time, made some friends. None that have gone a bit too mad or a little bit too murdery. I try to be the most murdery out of everyone I go with. I don't want to be looking worried at what anyone else is doing. I'd rather they look worried at what I'm doing. It's tough here. It's not a good existence. Staying alive is hard, but there are ways. There are ways. You just have to make yourself entertaining or useful, but not make yourself too important. Don't get too much attention on you, but do things that would make the king happy, or just placate him for a bit. It's difficult. It's been tough. Donovan said it's been like 30 years now. Or almost.
Yes.
That's. It doesn't feel like it. I mean, I haven't aged a day. I don't. Aside from a couple of old wounds that don't fully heal.
Have you met a older dragon-blooded
I mean, there's
gunsmith of sorts called Taxon?
Taxon, not that I recall, although this place is big. There's a lot of people here. From what I can understand, this is 30 years or so of collecting souls for the Mad King. Anyone that had died that had a deal with him or was in some way touched by his power comes here. When they die, they're claimed by him. They're drawn away from the gatekeeper, out of the compact, and we're in this strange outside reality. There's no gods here. The gods don't hear us. I have no connection. The connections I used to have are long gone. I occasionally whispers that sometimes I can draw some of the power I used to, but you have to do what you can to survive. There are other means and ways of gaining power, and we have to make use of it. But I keep telling Donovan something's up here. I don't know whether he's believing me. He just keeps saying, "I'll find a way to get you out. I'll find a way to get you out." So it's just like, well, I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. The testing, the tasks, they've gotten more harsh. They've closer together. They've got more violent. It's a testing grounds. The cream rising to the top was one of the quotes we've heard one of the enforcers say recently. And bad things are happening to anyone that gets left behind in the lower levels. So if there's a chance to ascend, we ascend as quickly as we can. We need to make our way up the ranks, they say. There's a better life waiting for you. But let me tell you, I've been doing this for some time, and it's just shit all the way up. I mean, trying to not get close enough to get within the king's inner circle, as I know a few people that have done that. And when the king tires of them, you just find them as wretches on the floor eventually. It's tough. I've lost quite a few friends to the madness. But I'm trying to gather information. I was never very good at it myself, but you make do, I suppose. Things are changing though. He's saying this is a time his favourites will go first. His favourites will be returned and lead the way for him. It's a way of rallying people to his side for some reason. I'm not sure why. I mean, we do get invasions and occasional things that I couldn't even describe them. Let's put it that way. We're outside reality here. There's no compact protecting us. when the walls are breached, the walls are breached. There are things out there we're not even sure of, but the power the king has here is vast. It's his realm, after all.
We have some understandings of the machinations in which he's doing on this side of things, and
Tell me.
if all goes well, it seems like some form of ritual of sorts to break through the compact, I would believe, or at least send a large enough army to give him more power. He's had some people here that we've been working with. We're doing the investigation on this side, but we come to you because we're wondering if you know anything about a heartsong.
Yes, that has been two terms that have been bandied around for quite a long time, and heartsong and soulfire. As far as I can see, it has been quoted a few times. The heartsong will call him home. It's his connection, his ultimate connection to Kinsor, as far as I'm aware. His way, every evil genius has a backup plan. If things go awry, a way to escape. A connection, something that is untouchable by the compact. That's if it would be broken through to, would lead his way through. We don't really know the details so much, just that every year it gets easier to communicate with the world. I know others that have the similar connections, but they're all, and I mean, I only know I'm buried in Corenia because Donovan told me, but they're all buried in Corenia. No one else has that ability, that connection.
If the heartsong calls him home, what's the soulfire?
The soulfire is a power he controls.
Okay.
There's been talk of it for a while. Animancy is the thing of the past, he said. Screw that failed invention. Trust in the power of the soulfire. The power he's always had.
Green flamey stuff?
I have seen elements of his power ignite with green flame, yes. It's something we always try and get away from. If he decides that a level should be cleansed and a evacuation is sounded. I was unfortunate enough to almost fail to escape, and there was a blast of green fire before the way collapsed. I got out. I'm still here. But there are promises. The enforcers, the administrators, they say things. Prove yourself to the king, and you'll be sent home to Kinsor in his name. I've been trying to get closer without getting too close. I don't want anyone to know my name. I'm sure he knows all our names because he has a connection with us all. But it's easier just to go by a pseudonym or not be known or hide away. I was never really good at that back then, but we make do here. I'll fight and perform when I need to. I'll hide in other time when it's necessary. I don't want to die again. This is very disconcerting. I would say, perhaps if you could get to the source of the heartsong, then there might be answers there.
Why Corenia, though? It's not like when he was at the height of his power, Corenia was his home.
Maybe there's weakness in the compact around this area. Maybe there was just something that happened here. Natural magical processes across multi-planet things can happen, and is an opportunity he took by.
Is this the only place Element X is found?
Possibly.
I
Green
don't
animantic, green gems that magnetize together and merge, and they can hold souls.
I don't know the term.
Well, it's more of a. If you see any green gems on your side,
I mean,
I don't.
yes. It doesn't have the same power it used to have. Apparently, animancy is not his magic anymore, from what I understand.
if this man, whose name we don't speak, his whole plan seems to be coming back to life or something, what happens to all the people that he's playing games with when that happens?
Yeah,
Come
well,
with him as an army.
this seems to be what he's doing.
He has an element of control over those who he has infected with his power.
It was always the way. I mean, the history always states those that he gave his gifts to, he had power over to some degree. Some would accept the gifts without knowing. Some would be drawn into the deals, and the deals he makes with people still have sway. If there's people, there are people in Kinsale he still has connections to. He still has Death Stalkers at his beck and call. They're just not powered by animancy anymore. They're not nearly as powerful as they used to be, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I've killed one here. They're fallible. Those used to be one of the scariest things in stories, but I mean, they can still appear and reappear at will, but they don't have the same speed of strength as they used to. Many of them have removed their animantic gems. They don't want to be controlled by other things, they say.
Any tips on how to kill them, seeing as you've got some experience?
Surprise, usually. Do something they're not expecting.
Okay.
Or just get lucky. Or be willing to make some sacrifices. They're still... The blades they have, they're the only animantic vestige that still remains. The palms, the hands. All other gems, all other imbuements that they used to have, I believe, have been removed. But these are, I think, they were the first, or some of the first things, and the king still has them. You can see him when he's waving, when he goes and visits the crowds, and he waves to his people. Those are interesting situations, let me tell you. He still has these, and they can still. They form into powerful glass blades at will. These blades are vampiric. I don't know if there's a soul connection, the semi-sentience. It was never really my realm, but my mother would always insist that I investigate and learn and know more. And so I do tend to. I've always been curious. I keep telling Donovan things, but he keeps saying, I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure you don't have to worry. That was a long time ago.
What sort of things?
The things we learnt before I died. Things about Erebus and things being done there, but maybe that's another time. He knows everything that needs to be told. I'm sure he's dealing with it. He's a very important ambassador after all. If he wasn't so much under the Mage King's thumb, maybe he'd be more useful to the people. I keep telling him that too. So you can tell him I told you.
I mean, he is a nice guy. I do like him.
Oh, yes.
Any other questions, my friends, before we let this man get back to his torment?
You don't know
Thanks.
what the Heartsong is.
You're welcome.
We'll get you out at some point.
That's what Donovan keeps saying, but that's like he's been saying that for 30 years, and he's getting old now. I'm as young as spry as I ever was. I was always the younger brother as well. So,
do you know the name? Do you know
dead.
the name Do you know the name Thansul?
Van Soul? No, doesn't ring a bell. Wait, hang on. Just roll me a d6.
4.
I think I have heard the name. There are individuals here that have taken a clockwork form. They say it isn't their original incarnation, but it's the one they chose before they died.
Okay.
But these ones will serve someone called Van Saul who keeps to themselves. I think there's maybe a lord in the Mad King's court. it's not so much. I mean,
Just you've heard bits and bobs, nothing major.
it's difficult because half the time you get ramblings of someone that has gone mad. There are people here setting up some very odd operations. I've walked into places with unusual ideals. Let's put it that way. A lot of these souls are tormented. They're mad. They're falling to the will of the Mad King. And our wonderful monarch is obviously twisting them. That madness that controls him, burning through their souls like a soul fire.
Yeah. But the heartsong, you just know as it's his connection to here. It's going to call him through.
It's his connection. He says.
Mean.
He said it's a few days. Things are ramping up here, and as we've been speaking, I've heard more announcements, more challenges are being issued. I mean, I could be helpful from this side, perhaps. Is there anything you think I should do?
If you
help you seem interested in
in
helping.
in intel, if you can find out the location, I know this is a lot, but we might come check in a couple of days or a day or so. If you can find where they're coming through, if you can see a glimpse of the other side, there's a connection here where they're so there's got to be a gate that's closed at the moment. But if you can see on the other side of the gate somehow, that would let us know where the gate is on our side.
Okay.
Big ask, but you know, if you've got some friends who might be able to push the boundaries of reality a little bit.
Okay, I will do what I've been trying to avoid for 30 years then. If you think this is all coming to a head, and we're not got much time left, I'll see how far into the court I can get. I have a few friends, I have a few people that owe me a favor. I'll see what I can do. Last time I tried to get involved in affairs, I died. Actually, no, that's every time I've tried to get involved in things.
No. It's your call, but you know,
just
a couple of days probably, and you might be coming here anyway against your will.
And we can't. No, I'd rather that not happen. Okay, just I'll do this for you. I'll put myself at risk. I'll see what I can find. I'll see how far in I can get. But you will have to do something for me.
Is that something you got named now, or?
Yes.
Which is?
Just look after Donovan.
We already have.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll continue to.
Okay. If he dies, I'll kill you.
We've already prevented his death once. We'll keep at it.
Don't like to hear that.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Just want to make sure he doesn't end up here. As far as I'm aware, the only reason he can communicate with me is that we are blood. We have a connection, a cognitive link. I'm not quite sure how you're managing it.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I don't know
Trade
if you can
secrets.
give. I mean, if it would help me get in with you know who, some information may be good.
Yours to give.
It's me. Fine.
Well,
don't
I
want
think
to-
it's more.
I think we all got something to say here. Oh.
No, as in like
My
I'm the one that got in touch with you because I've played the music. That's how we got in touch with you. I mean,
And
no,
what
I'm
is-
not taking credit for everything.
She,
I don't
yeah,
want credit
is-
for anything.
Wait,
she
and
plays
what,
magic
and
music.
Catalina,
It's great.
what is your nickname?
Heartsong. Your husband.
And whom have you been promised to?
Him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not ideal.
Thansol's, I think Thansol's
No,
a
it's
relative
not.
of mine.
And I only found out about what an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Could
My
have found out a
family's
lot
been-
sooner. But some things.
My family's been fighting him for years. And Aurora?
Maybe might be somewhat related to the big guy.
Didn't know the Mad King
Come on.
had any family.
Neither did I.
Um, Lady Catalina, might I? I'm something of a musician myself. Could you play the song for me?
Which one?
The one you said if your music is connecting with him, if
The one I
if
played
there
to you?
if there is one that's if there is a song, if there is a tune, if there is something that connected you more than before, if that's something I might use, I might be able to replicate it and maybe get into his court that way. I'm something of a musician. Used to be, if I hadn't have died, I'm sure I'd have been a big deal.
Can I
I had the
him?
Hmm?
I just
you want to
yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be
I just
difficulty 3 because this is a
Yeah,
disembodied voice
I
echoing in
know.
your head.
I've only got 2 dice, so it's not going to happen. But part of me is like,
Other people could help.
yeah, our connection to this guy is because we have a connection to the Mad King, and his Mad King's connection to get through is the heartsong, and now this guy's asking for this heartsong song, which it's just paranoia. I've got 2 dice, so I ain't gonna succeed. But he's trying to read into something.
Anyone want to help?
I mean, I can try and help.
How would you like to support Aurora? It doesn't have to be with Intuit.
Yeah, I probably should have done a different way of doing this, but
I'll try and chew it as well.
Okay. Spend the resource to support. Do an Intuit roll.
1 success.
1 of 3 so far. Remember, this is because
Yours
you're
is
supporting
safe roll.
safe roll.
That's good.
So
It's good that it's a safe roll. I have nothing.
Okay.
I had nothing on mine.
So no one else lending aid. Then you really can't tell. This is a disembodied voice of. I mean, you don't even know that this is the person they're claiming to be.
True. Yeah.
I worry when I play. I seem to draw his attention, and drawing his attention to this may not be a good idea.
I don't know. If that's the thing is, I kind of need to at this stage. If you want me to get in there, learn more, get into his inner circle, or at least if if he is an army he's raising, then I can get in amongst the army. And wear many hats, and they're all fabulous.
I think at this point, he's so close that if this was something that was going to benefit him, he'd have done it. So I think we just try anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will play song.
Yeah. Give me an instrument test. Casting your mind back to the song you played earlier that gained the king's attention. That mournful, disassociative song that brought an entire tavern to silence in rapt attention and brought the voice of the Mad King to tax his mind.
Okay. That is. Are you ready for a good one? 6 successes.
6 successes.
That's an explosion. Explosions on explosions.
Yeah.
Almost as good as you played earlier. I think it was 7 successes earlier in the tavern.
Last time.
So you just as you're playing, all of you sort of almost become mesmerized by the various different Aurora. You feel this kind of deep pulsing within you, just resonating out. Attacks, you feel that rumble and murmur, that deep within your conflicted soul. Cody, you feel like those little pinpricks, the king's influence trying to find a way to reach you, a way to punish one of those that sent him to the place he's now within. Castiana, as you're playing, you sense that connection, though maybe not by blood or by choice. It's a connection nonetheless, a promise was made, one that you had no say in, but one that connected you in a deep way. And as this plays, you feel that from deep below you. All of you feel this heartbeat just thrumming out from close by, not directly below, but a very close direction to you all.
Can I use a tune to try and
You
find
can.
that beat?
This will be difficulty 2, risky test.
Can I assist on this one as I try and triangulate the direction?
I think you can do your own test rather than assist on this, because this is a very much an internal. You're all experiencing something very, very different. Any of the rest of you may attempt to do the same or something else.
It's
Can
risky.
But it is difficulty 2, risky test.
I got 2 successes.
That's what you needed. Okay.
Can I kind of trust to my instinct to see if I can figure out like what cardinal direction
Yeah,
it's coming
instinct's
from?
perfect.
Soldier.
For this, yeah,
Can I add my military contact?
No.
No.
No military contacts, no. Instinct is
Gonna-
fine, though.
Gonna go
Coda?
perceive as I try to gain a direction. I've got
Yep.
a single one. If I use my 2 momentum, I can push for 2 successes.
2 successes. Lovely. Aurora.
Did you have a 5
I've
that
got
can be
I've
helped?
got 2 5s. I could do something with one
Catalina
of them.
help?
I am playing.
You can still use your reaction because you can just turn and use your tales of success if you like.
Give her a
Useless.
wink.
And you get your momentum back because you'll get 2 successes.
Yeah.
And then I'll spend a momentum and a vigor.
Okay, 2 successes
2
all round.
successes.
As you feel it from, and you hold on. All 3 of you hold on to that as Catalina is fully concentrating on, more or less, sends a spark of inspiration towards Aurora. Just a little note in her direction, just to wrap around her and send her in the right path. Catalina, you feel almost rapt silence from the other side. Something clicks there. You feel a brief connection with Castian, a soul not too unlike yourself. There's that moment. You're raised in fairly good circumstances with siblings that were varied and had interesting quirks and were far travelers and got themselves into situations that perhaps that they would not have wished to have been, and found themselves promising to do things or promised to do things that would lead to their downfall. You see yourself on a path that Castian has followed. There's like a connection, almost something unsaid. If you're and you get this moment, a brief glimpse of a handsome face, a golden coat which has seen better days, a hat with way too many feathers, just a wide brim hat, way too many feathers. Very kind of serious look on his face, a twisting dungeon that kind of almost turns and whirls behind him. Just tears in his eyes as he kind of just almost looks directly at you in that moment. It's probably about your age in this.
Mm-hmm.
And that fades, and you feel something's passed between you. A connection that you could probably draw on in the future, should you wish to.
Okay.
The rest of you know that if you break this moment, even as Catalina begins to end play, you can still feel this tremor, this reverberation, this heartbeat. You can still feel it. It's starting to get faint, but you feel like you could follow it. But you really can't waste any time if you want to do that.
Go. Let's go.
Do I think, while we can feel it going, is this something that's really in the moment, or do I think that I could pull myself back into this with my good memory and my superior recollection kind of abilities? Is
You
this
probably
something I
could,
could?
but you'll be guaranteed to get where you want to if you follow it now. It's close, and you turn to face the direction that's leading you to Starfall.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, everyone was so.
I know, but what choice do we have?
We're here now.
Just go.
Here's the clue we need. Here's the clue we need, Tax.
We
Thank
could.
you, Castian. Fight well, brother. Maybe we'll see you in a couple of days if this all goes wrong.
There's no response. You feel like as soon as Catalina stops playing, the connection broke suddenly. Catalina, you had the sense that attention was brought.
Mm,
You had this image in your mind, the silhouette of Castian turning and pulling a lute and beginning to play the same song to draw the attention away from yourselves towards himself.
Okay.
You feel like something's passed between you, a pact, a connection, an understanding. You have an ally on the other side here. But how reliable an ally is yet to remain.
actually, he's just drawn the ire.
Has drawn the ire.
Somebody say the Mad King's eye, hey? Shameless plug.
So bad. So bad.
I don't think it even needed to be said. It's like,
No,
I really
but that's who else I did it.
You begin to follow the. You know you'll have to go the way you came, but that is leading you closer to your target. Is there anything else you want to do, or are you just going to follow this feeling, this pulse?
Which way are we going? Like back towards like Blix Hall up there, or out through towards the graveyard?
Either way would lead you out. Either way would lead you closer to where you want to be.
Don't go through the graveyard because we're not allowed to be in the
Yeah,
graveyard.
go
so.
back through the Blix.
Yeah, that's why I was just checking. How dangerous is it going to be?
I don't have anything to help prep me. I've got some armor up. I don't think I'm getting anything more.
I think we're just got to go as quick as we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, let's go.
Just start walking.
You got a feeling like the slightest lapse in concentration, the slightest distraction could throw off this feeling. But luckily, there are 3 of you cottoned onto this. So you just have to hope there are no distractions along the way.
There will be.
Mm-hmm. You make your way out of the mausoleum into Blix Hall. Back out onto the main foyer. As you reach the main foyer,
There we go.
spend the front. You just hear, Lady Catalina, you there? Come talk to me. We have to talk about your engagements. And you see like Lady Blix with 2 servants following after her, looking completely the servants themselves looking beleaguered and flustered as Lady Blix makes her way out over towards you.
I would love to talk about the engagement.
Walk in.
Carry on.
Can I just nip to the ladies and then I'll be right back?
Make a bluff test for me, please. The others have moved off. They're not assisting you with this. Spend some resources if you want to make it happen.
I could pull out my gun. That might help.
You think a gunshot
Back
might
off,
raise
lady!
concentration?
No. Intimidate.
Do you think Lady Blix is one to be intimidated by someone pointing a gun at her?
Yeah, everyone is.
So that's 1 critical fail.
Oh,
He's
God.
going to call you a scrote and then hit you with a walking stick.
She looks and goes like, well, you don't need to get rude about it if you don't want all of this finery. She starts getting a bit uppity. The rest of you feel like this state that you've been placed in by Catalina's music is beginning to get disrupted by Lady Blix's ranting about how Lady Catalina would be lucky to have her Henry. And
Albert, how do you feel about planning a wedding? And I just push him towards Lady Blix.
Okay.
Oh no, bodyguard.
Or can you make me a brawl test, please?
1 success.
Okay. You push Albert to one side. He kind of falls and fumbles and drops like just right in front of between Lady Blix and Lady Catalina, and then just like brings himself up in between. It's like, apologies, Lady Blix. I would be able to assist in any. I am Lady Catalina's personal assistant, so perhaps we could just put an appointment in to make this all happen. And she's like, yes, that's better. What a lovely young boy. And she like goes up and like tweaks his cheek in such a way as you can see visible pain on Albert's face as it's like doing the.
Leave him.
The bandage falls down and covers
leave
Anne's cheek.
Albert
He'll
is
be
drawn
fine.
away. You have left Albert a sacrificial lamb into this scenario to be able to sacrificial rabbit.
Just add it to the long list of weddings that Kathleen is going to be a part of soon.
You make your way out of Blixhall. Are you going via the carriage or walking?
No, the carriage takes so long.
Walking.
Yeah, it's
Walking.
the direction leading down the path, or just
It is. Oh well. As you look out towards Blixhall, it's leading you towards the centre of Starfall itself.
Yeah.
So to get out of Blixhall, you'd have to take the main route down and go out through the gate.
is the carriage waiting though?
The carriage is waiting.
Is it quicker than walking? I don't understand.
No.
No,
Oh, is it
we'll
not?
walk.
Okay, well,
No, it's always been really slow and just like
It's just comfortable.
yeah.
And nobility don't then have to use their
Yeah.
little
It's actually
scrawny
it's
noble
probably
legs.
really annoying to walk down because it's made for a carriage.
Yeah, because it's slopey. It's like or you could go off the slope and go down through the garden parts. But again, that's like a bit of treacherous ground.
Start making our way.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go, Coda, could you give me a perceive test, please?
Mm-hmm. Just a 1 success.
Okay. You see something moving in like the where you've got hedgerows and things. You see something moving, a flash of material, green and blue, just waft away and disappear again, almost from nothing.
Fuck.
Okay, Taxes not focused on anyone else. I'm just walking.
Sided up beside Aurora. He's fucking here. They're fucking here.
Your
Stalkers.
Okay. Light jog then? Should we get a shift on? Yeah. Okay. Let's start running.
I don't think running's going to help, but sure.
You begin making haste away. This resonance, this beating, still in your mind. Can you all make endure tests, please? It's to hold this clear whilst you are doing a greater run. Catalina, you do not need to make this test because it's the three of them that is responsible. But you can do if you wanted to support them in some way by spending resources. You're welcome to. Remembering you had that critical failure earlier, so you'd had a momentum from that if you hadn't already given yourself a momentum.
I always forget to give myself one. Have a critical fail.
Yeah,
So that's helpful.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's a resource to support should you need to.
I got 1 success.
Okay, Aurora.
1 success.
1. Coda.
1 critical failure.
Okay. Catalina.
I'd like to not have 1 critical fail.
You see,
I'd love to, but I've got
Catalina,
nothing.
you
to
look.
give here.
You see Coda begin almost like panic stations, like his fight or flight response of seeing just a glimpse of something that is threatening to him and his family and his friends. You see him starting to look around. He's starting to lose his concentration. This is something you'd like to do to support. You can spend a resource and support somehow. You can tell me how you want to do that.
Well, I was just going to do Tales of Success to stop that critical fail.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
But you
That's
meant
fine.
something else. Okay, sorry, you confused me. So yeah, I'll do that. Firstly,
That's fine.
And then
you can also spend the resource to do a support action to make it pass if you like. Otherwise, Coda will lose that connection, and it'll be down to Catalina and Tax, Aurora and Tax. Sorry.
I just want to. I'm trying to think. code and I don't have anything like that. Um,
It's not like
no,
that.
like I was trying to think like the calming, like when I try and calm Tax, there's like a song
Yes.
that I'll play to him, but we haven't established that already. So I was trying to think how I would best kind of calm you. But I think instead I would try and just kind of just put my hand on his shoulder and just be like, it's okay. Not gonna die today. Just keep focusing now and on what you hear, and we will deal with those later. It's okay. Just keep focusing. And then I kind of like just repeat that into like a kind of like a bit of a almost like a soft tune
And
that sounds reassuring.
yeah,
Keep
make a
focusing.
persuade
Like
test.
a little song.
Spend the resource for the support action and make a persuade.
No, that is a lot of 3s and 2s.
Yeah. Okay. So
Nothing else.
unfortunately, a hand taps you on the back, Coda. You suddenly get that moment of they're here, they're attacking, and you
Panic swirl. I've
lose.
lost
You
it.
panic swirl. You swirl on. You realize it's Catalina, but then you realize in that moment, as Aurora and Tax continue in almost a semi-trance-like state as they're moving on, as they're following this, they continue on. You have unfortunately lost the connection. You still
That's
have.
fine. I'm on
Aurora.
high alert now.
You make your way out of the gate to Blix Hall and begin making your way down towards the centre of town. There's a lot of crowds here. It's busy. This is full swing. I mean, it's almost time for the Celestial event. There's crowds, hustle, bustle everywhere. You see a cart being pulled by 2 clockwork horses and laden with crates and a clockwork guide driving it on the way through. Strange thing to be seen in the middle of the day. Making its way out of town by the western wall, so coming straight past you as it goes. And all of the crates have the Fortuitous Forge plastered on them. That moment is probably quite distracting for Tax, if not for Aurora as well. So could you both give me, we'll make this a withstand test, please.
Success.
One
On
success.
2 dice.
You make your way far. You ignore the distractions for now. Whatever is happening there, you've not seen a clockwork horses before. You might have heard of them, Tax, but they're unusual. And certainly you haven't seen these cart laden with goods from the Fortuitous Forge any time since you've been in there. It means something, but now isn't the time.
Yeah, Tax knows exactly what's inside there, what's going on, but there's nothing you can do about it now.
You make your way into the center square. The beating seems to be coming from directly beneath the Eruvian house, the town hall. You look at this huge observatory, which is up, but the beating is coming from below. You think you need to get into the Eruvian house itself, which is currently closed.
Is that the same thing as the museum or different?
It's the museum, yeah. Same thing.
Museum.
It's town hall, it's a museum, it's an observatory. Okay. It's a lot of things. There is both, like, I think both Tax and Aurora would sort of turn and look towards the entrance of the Eruvian house. And there are like 2 wave the fist guards on the front there.
Are they marked as dashes or are they?
You can make a perceive test.
Could I also help with that, but also add mercenary?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
2 successes.
3 successes.
Okay. You look, roll me a d6, because honestly, I haven't decided yet. Someone roll me a
4.
d6. 4.
Yeah,
These are Kern's. These are part of Kern's chapter of the mercenary company.
Catalina may be convinced, and this is on the business of Kern. Kern,
Yes.
Kern's on our side. They might know that. I don't know.
Hmm.
I would, but they won't listen to me.
That is fine. I will go and I'm going to try use my status. I'm just like, excuse me, I'm Lady Catalina Serrano, and I need to get into here immediately. It's a matter of urgency. I've been sent by Kern, and the elder. She wants me to be in here too. So you need to open these doors very quickly, or you'll be in a lot of trouble.
Make me a status test, please.
Okay, that's better. It's 2 successes.
2 successes. They look at you, they nod, they go, "Oh, Lady Catalina, of course. We've heard of everything you've done for us, and I mean, thanks for the payday." They open the doors and go, Miss Mayor, Lady Catalina Serrano." It's like, and you just hear it.
I'm
Just
in.
a minute, just a
Oh.
minute. You hear the voice echoing down as you begin making your way into the foyer, and this pulsing goes like from to the center, like where there is a large doorway that says museum in front, and it is the doors are closed. That is where you're being led. And as you kind of reach those doors, the young, pretty slip of a girl, the mayor, the elder of Starfall, makes her way over to you. "Lady Catalina Serrano." She grabs your hand in her 2 hands and shakes your hand and gives you a curtsy. "It's an honor. I was hoping you'd come and visit. I've heard quite a bit about you from the ambassador and some of our mercenary friends. Captain Kern has spoke very highly of you and your staff. Is there
My
anything
friends, I don't employ them.
is there
But thank you.
is there anything I can do for you?
Taxi is going for the door. If it's open. it
Yeah,
goes.
where is this?
It is locked. It's like
Yeah.
tax goes. The museum is closed, but I suppose.
We need to get in there.
Well,
As
I'll
soon as
take.
possible.
We didn't. I can give you a quick tour of the museum, and just we didn't want to create a fuss because she kind of looks around as the mercenaries close the door, and it's just the 5 of you here. We had something stolen about 6-7 days ago.
Green gem.
Huh?
Green gem. Like a bit of rock.
I mean, it's not green, but
No, some of them are green.
well, not that I've seen. They're just
second.
multifaceted rocks.
Yeah, multifaceted rock. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the meteors.
In my head, they're green.
Yes, the
They've
meteors.
never been green. They have never
They've
been
never,
green.
ever
In
been
my
green.
head, they're
Set of
green.
things
They've
to
never
be
been
green.
green.
Always been grey. Always been like plain stone. They've burnt with
In
green
my
fire
head, it's
sometimes,
green.
which is probably
Yeah,
where
That's where
you
I got
know.
it from because of the green
She-
fire.
As you sort of say that, she goes, "Yes. Oh, well, that's the thing. You see, we've had one of the meteorites. Yes.
Can you let us in, please?
He's-
I promise I will explain much more, but can you let us
Yes,
in
it's just
for now?
because as she sort of opens the door, you see, like every year during the Starfall, some of the meteors sort of fall to Earth, fall to Kinsor, and if we're lucky enough, we'll be able to recover some of them, and that is the item. You've obviously seen one. I'm not quite sure where.
We
Maybe
have.
in drawings. Yes, yes, the meteor, the gifts from above. Every year they fall without fail. We expect quite a lot to fall this time because it's been 30 years since the first one came. She
Actually,
leads
so
you
are you
through.
aware that
completely just following the thing.
You
Me
get
too.
to the center of this museum area where there is a display, a number of like murals and pictures depicting like the Starfall. And as you look at these pictures out front, you see like a wide picture that covers most of the back wall, and it shows like a meteors like flying across the sky, and as they're doing so, you see these like red crisscross of magic going across the sky, burning all the way across the sky.
The compact burning.
As he looks, it's a beautiful display every year as the meteors fall to Kinsor, the great array, a celestial sign from the gods, emblazoned in red fire across the skies itself. This is the only place in the world you can see it. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to see it happen.
Is the
No, that's not
pulsing
what's
coming
happening at
from
all.
that
And
picture? Is
no, it's actually, you realise you get to the centre of this museum and the pulsing's coming from straight down through the floorboards below to the ground itself. And I mean, this we have a storied history of this place. I mean, the hall is new, but this is the only building. It's been built on quite a lot from our Aruvian people, but like this room is built on the structure, like the only building that survived an event during the Cataclysm, when well, we don't know much about it. But the whole area, the whole land, this area of land was basically flattened into a perfect circle, a perfect place to begin settling. And this was the very center of it right here.
Is there a
amazing.
basement?
Yeah. Do you have a?
No.
No.
In fact, we can only dig down so far. She kind of looks at yours, just like, well, we don't like to show much of this, but I can if you like.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
I'll show you where. Let me take you to the excavation.
Perfect.
That'd be good.
Yes.
Love an excavation. Mate. I'm a miner. I know all about these things.
It's kind of, as you're in this point, you realise that pulsing, that you know where it is. You know it's directly below here, and that sort of fades. You've lost it in that moment as you kind of look upon the picture of the Starfall of the Celestial event.
Tax is so annoyed right now. It's this woman.
And she makes her way to one side of the door and pulls out a big key and unlocks it. And there is a ladder leading down. She pulls out some torches from the side. Could she hand one to Aurora and one to Coda, I think, looking like the most physically strong of all of you, including herself.
Aurora
Would you
goes
mind
first.
holding the torches for the way
Absolutely.
down?
Yes.
Lovely. It should be fine. We keep the ladders quite well. We come down to have a look every now and then. You begin making your way down. Aurora, as you're doing that, can you make a resist test for me, please?
Ooh, it's not good. Can anyone do anything with a 4? No. Fail.
You feel a pulse, like in your heart, a heartbeat. It almost resonates with that feeling below. You hear a couple laughing, children's laughter, screams of a woman, children screaming, a horrified scream of someone crying out in despair, an explosion. Your vision goes white, and you see Aurora drops from the ladder and falls down. Could you make an endure test for me, please, Aurora?
Ooh, I got a 5.
I can help turn that to a 6.
Thank you. One success.
Luckily, you haven't fallen too far, and you fall well. You take the bump, don't have any real major, and you come to. The torch clatters down beside you, still burning, and you're on this very rough stone floor. And you can tell it's rough because it's like ridged. Yeah. You see, we excavated this over the last few years. We've been just trying to see what else might be down here. There was some old structure that we built, the Aruvian Hall, the Aruvian House, apologies. And we found this. And she like gestures to the floor, to the torchlight below. And you see where Aurora has fallen, and this entire room, which ends in stone, where they haven't fully excavated everything, but it is flat across the surface, obsidian ridged, in a way that to actually look down, and this is just a huge amount of glyph work etched in obsidian.
Oh no. Can I recognize?
One
I
sec.
get. Yeah.
Let's go down and get Aurora out of it.
Yeah, you make your way down.
I'd pick myself up.
It's fine. It's weird walking on because of the way it's. The ridges go down like 6 inches, and they form these grooves and you can see some of the glyph forms and the way that some of the glyphs are modified out into strange concentric circles. And you look at it, and this is just a very small portion of what's here. But if you'd like to give me an attune test,
Yeah. Can I if I get the book out, will that give me any bonuses? The Book of Cognitive Magics to see if that helps, or is this more
you can
my
have an additional
magics?
dice using that.
Yeah.
Give you an additional dice.
Have I seen any of them before? Do I recognize them from what I saw underneath the table of the model?
Give me a remember test.
1 success.
Don't give me another one. That's 3 successes.
Yeah.
I
So
did
you
spend a
look
lot
at.
to do it.
So this is like you both will have a realization at the same time. Aurora, you looked at this model village of Starfall. You looked under the table and you saw this huge circle that covered the entirety of Starfall itself, all etched out in glyphs.
Mm-hmm.
The glyphs don't look the same, but Tax, you look at Aurora and look at how she's tracing a circle in her head, and you realize that the size of this actual obsidian glyphic plate is going to be the size of Starfall itself. And it is all warding glyphs. This is one of the biggest wards you have ever seen. And it's burnt into the ground in obsidian, which is huge amounts of magic or extreme heat, or both.
It's a warding.
Is
Supposed
this
to be...
a really big door with a really big lock on it?
Well, we don't really know what it is. It's absolutely some kind of. I mean, we think this might be like the source of the so-called, the heartsong, the story of the great magic that resonates through the hills, something that protects all of Corenia. This might be it. It's quite exciting, but
Yes.
we haven't really been able to dig much further out because it would make the town a bit structurally unsound, so we didn't want to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is super exciting.
Do I know what would happen if you... I know it's obsidian, so it's not going to happen, but if you were able to break a glyph, break up parts of the glyph, could I size up what if you broke my glyph while I was mid-cast?
So,
It causes
what's your
I
total
got
of
3
attune?
successes.
Okay, we'll rub that on for this then.
Yeah.
So, if you break a glyph and it goes badly, then you can create a tear in reality.
Yep.
But to break something like this, a massive working in magic, and these wards will have protections on them. You look at this and you harken back to the walls of Bastion in Nembaria. Work of magic so powerful that it's basically impossible to destroy. The only thing that could destroy it would be a act of magic that was so vast from that it could tear reality itself. That would be the only way possible. Something like this would take decades to break, to find a way to break it, to build up power and counter wards to a point where everything would have to work exactly right for it to go. And if it didn't go exactly right, it would still be cataclysmic in its destructive power. The ward would probably hold, but the magic that was trying to break the ward would destroy everything in a 5-mile radius.
And something like the sky falling could probably be enough of a magical potential to break a glyph.
The soul of the lost child falling through the compact. Yeah, I think the biggest one in 30 years, and they've had 30 years to prepare, might do it.
But this is where Tax is talking as if this woman doesn't exist. He's like fully like started forming a circle without her. Do we think that he wasn't? Where was he trapped away?
His own
Do we
realm.
know? No, but where on the mortal plane did it
Not
happen?
not on the mortal plane.
But he was But where was the lock to prevent him coming here?
Right.
We know.
I don't know. They said they travelled through one of the portals to get there.
You give me a
This is-
remember test, Dakota.
Yeah.
These
That
are
they
stories you would have heard.
Could I help by just going through like historical events that I know that might trigger some like, oh, this happened then, and then this happened around that point?
Yeah, you can
know,
do
when-
a support remember to attempt to make it make sense.
absolute mid show.
Uh-huh.
4 successes for you.
Okay. So it's difficult because like Tax is trying to help and only being slightly helpful. But you know, yeah, because it's like it's very, very it's gonna be very,
Yeah.
very difficult to go like, oh, this happened then. Is that something to do with it? And I'm just like, no, but it might be, but maybe. Because these aren't historically known stories. It's just known that the king of the king of Greymere defeated and banished the Mad King is something that is known. It's part of his ascent to the throne. It's part of the reason why a lot of other countries recognized him. But
the arenas were linked through, like, no matter what the distance, and they went into one and came out into somewhere within his realm. I don't know if it was a location.
From Tax putting those together to you, you'd know that the pocket dimension, which was the Mad King's realm back before he was banished, instead of banishing just the Mad King, his entire dimension with him in it was banished beyond the compact, outside of Kinsor, well away from the influence where he could influence the world. The only reason he can influence the world is, as you know, because of those cognitive links, because of those deals, because of those souls that still remember. And even then, it is limited. It is a thin net of which small things can get through.
So this place isn't necessarily connected to the big guy at all.
Yes,
this is just a powerful place that's.
No, this is the lock to prevent him from coming out, and Starfall is the way to just the celestial event is
Maybe.
to and break the lock to let him out. Is what I'm thinking. You know, the sky is falling, all change. If the sky falls, i.e., a bunch of these pebbles that are coming through, which give him a link to people, which give him souls. He's been throwing these into the atmosphere. They burn up. Something gets through the celestial. The lattice. Some of it gets through. That gives him more of a connection. Make more deals. Take more souls. Throw bigger rocks. And maybe this is the biggest rock ready to just smash into this and either make a hole in reality big enough for him to come through, or break the wards that prevent him from getting here.
There's something you'd know about the compact, and many of you would know from the stories here, is the gods and the pantheon they're obligated to obey the will of the people they serve, and vice versa. If enough mortal minds and thoughts were put towards allowing something through the compact, you know it would. It's probably the only reason, the fact that people are aware and know of the Mad King is the reason that every now and then, on the anniversary of his banishment, when the wards are weakest, he can send a small piece of his influence here.
When's that?
Tomorrow. Literally tomorrow.
I don't mean to sound defeatist, but what the fuck are we meant to do about this?
I've got an idea, but I don't want to say it in front of the nice lady.
Sorry,
I'm
we've been
very
really
confused.
going. Yeah,
it's okay. You're clearly very well studied on all of this. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, actually, would you mind if we stayed down here for a while? It just Tax is writing a book about.
No,
I'm writing a piece of fiction. About.
I mean, I You can make a bluff test if you like, Tax, with Aurora supporting.
Two successes.
I'll say that I got nothing.
Fanciful, scholastic musings are not the first and foremost. There is a belief that what the very beat of the heartsong, it dwells below this ward, and there are those that say it prophesies doom. There are those that say it prophesies a new dawn. There are those that say it prophesies a great power that the gods have left to challenge us to discover. We've felt it's best to leave it alone, but just have a look and study it every now and then, which is why we keep it under lock and key and we haven't shared it with the Eruvians.
Oh, that's
No
very
offense, dear, she says to Catalina.
No offense taken.
This was our little discovery that we were trying to just keep for ourselves, and we haven't told the Order either. So I would
That's not.
very much be grateful if you would keep this to yourselves.
100%.
I'm sure you seem like a very trustworthy group from what I've heard from the people around town.
I'm glad we've given that
That's
impression.
a good reputation
Yes, from
to have. A
some of
surprising
the
one.
people. Yes, well, my dear friend, Mistress Floweria, has spoken at length about how wonderful you all are.
Yes.
She really loves Tax.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh,
It's exciting, isn't it? Is love
no,
blooming? Are we
Right,
going to
no.
see
wedding bells are in the future.
maybe a
No.
kiss, maybe a kiss under the event as the celestial event? I mean, I can
No,
arrange it.
I don't, this is
Would
the
you
most
like to-
anxious celestial event in the world. I
The
don't
most
need that.
romantic event.
I mean, Mistress Floweria will be at the observatory. I could give you all a ticket for the
No,
observatory.
no, we're fine. We've got other tickets. We've got tickets to Blix Hall, so it's fine.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I assume you'd be guests of the ambassador. Yes, of course, it makes perfect sense.
Donovan.
Would you just give us like 5 minutes down here just to sort of soak in the general
yes, of course.
ambience of the place?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Just please just don't leave anything here.
Oh, of course not. No. We'll
No.
be very careful.
Because we keep this place under lock and key during the celestial event,
You
and it's
should.
not until the off season is when we get our own scholars in.
Have you ever?
No one's tried. Sorry.
Go on.
Aurora.
Go on.
I was like, no one's tried to come in to see it, or no one's inquired anything about here.
No, I mean we keep it to ourselves.
No.
There's been
And
no
you've not
whispers.
been down here during a celestial event. Like nothing happened.
No, I've been watching the celestial event from the observatory.
Of course, right. No one happened to be down here, having a smoke or something.
No,
Okay.
no, this would not be a good place to do that.
No. Okay.
No, actually,
anyone
it's
that
fine.
has to
You're not going to set a fire in here. You've got obsidian. Like it's not going to rock.
No, but it's enclosed and it's not.
Yeah,
but
I know, it's just-
I have the only key.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Yeah, we'll just be a few
I'll
minutes.
give you. I'll wait up in the museum, give you a chance to have a little look. But yes, do
For my
please.
book.
I mean, look, you can have what you want in your own musings, but do keep it to yourself, and please do not release anything until we have released our own findings.
Of course, this isn't happening here. It's happening in.
Might have to get you to sign some paperwork,
Sure,
non-disclosure
that's
agreements.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's happening in Sansladir. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just named another country. Okay. That's all the plans was there. So it's not whatever I write about. We'll
think
figure it
just-
out in the legal framework.
5 minutes, and we'll see you.
I'll go and get some documentation together for you
Yeah.
to sign.
Wonderful.
She leaves you alone for the moment.
Okay, Tax, what's the idea? Wait, no, Coda. Who had the idea? I've forgotten.
Coda had the idea.
Coda had the idea. Coda, what's the
think-
idea?
I think that
It's not a good idea.
I don't think anything is
None-
going to be a good idea.
No.
Tax was muttering about the destructive forces that would be unleashed if even a small part of the ritual was interrupted.
no.
If we can-
if this glyph is interrupted, we can disrupt their ritual. If this glyph is interrupted, that would be catastrophic.
Then we interrupt a small part of their ritual to break this glyph.
I think they might be a targeting system. He doesn't have eyes on their side very well, so he needs somewhere to This is just obviously I have nothing really to base this off other than why are they doing a ritual? What are the other three doing here? Obviously, Derelix was to get some more souls on his side, hence why handing out the bullets. Selling the guns, selling bullets around here is to get more
It's
people.
clear to me now that Derelix and her crew were setting up pieces of the Element X, whatever we're calling it now, the soul of the lost child, around here in strategic places to fuel the ritual they're going to use to punch through. There's been talk of weakening and punching through, holding back until the right moment.
I also and he needs to know where to punch, right? And that might be it. I don't know. Their ritual was doing something that's going to weaken, punch through.
The more of
something
his soul that is here, the more connection he has to this place. I don't even know if it's his soul.
What do you mean by the soul of the lost child? Where did that come from? Did I forget something? Or
Who said that? The soul of the child. The changeling said it while he was fighting the royal dickhead. The changeling said it. How something about profaning the soul of the lost child.
Is he the lost child?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Okay.
I hope none of us are the lost child, because, or maybe it's your sister.
I hope none of us are the lost child. No one here is the lost child.
No,
No.
I don't think
it's divine. They're talking about a unformed god, surely.
Maybe we can go talk to the religious people upstairs. We got a contact.
Sure.
He seems like a trustworthy man. He might be able to give us more insights.
Is the changeling the lost child?
No.
No. Are you sure?
He was the last to ascend,
Right.
but he's not the lost child.
Okay.
That's all I can go on, but I don't know if that's a lead or if that's something we really want to spend time on, or is there more important things? We need to get some rest because we're all kind of dying here. But
Okay.
to be fair, a chapel might be a good place to go anyway. But
it's so late. It's so late. Let's go to bed. In the morning, with I don't know. Pick something. Anything. Just pick one
Maybe
thing.
we'll come up with an idea after a good night's sleep. I think we're all too weary.
I just want to think back to where the glowing green areas were on the
Love
circus
green.
map. No, because there was a glowing green thing in the graveyard, which I think we dealt with because that would have been the Blix guy who was haunting, and we sorted that out. So where were
Is
the
it
other
still
ones?
sorted?
Maybe not.
It was clear people had been down there. Is it still sorted?
Might be something we need to go resort. But the other places are also going to happen. Why was Kern's men all attacked? That's something that Dash has set up. For what reason?
I thought the glowing green stuff was to do with the changeling.
Multiple things of green as a theme, it seems.
And the changeling's fighting against the big guy.
But not Element X. That's not green. Obviously, we all know that.
But what's annoying is that now in my head it is green, so now I have to keep telling myself that it's not because I've gone on about it all game.
What I mean is that the glowing green things, maybe they are the changeling fighting against the big guy, and we shouldn't disrupt them.
Yes, but also Soulfire is green, and that came out of me, and I feel a lot
everything
worse
fucking
after that.
green in this place?
I know.
Like...
I think we need to stop associating colours with the same thing. I think that might be our issue. But
do you want to give me a remember test, Tax?
Yeah, go on. Good at those. Turn a 5 into a 6 for 2 successes.
So you remember there were 3-ish points, though. Well, no, 4 if you count the circus. So there was the circus.
Under
there
the big
was
hat.
the mausoleum. There was the camps. And there was the fortuitous forge.
Okay. But the fortuitous...
And you kind of just like, I'll just give you this as like, you think that it's probably unfortunate that you didn't get a look at the glyphs below the map itself, because Aurora is not an accurate source of magical recollection.
I don't know how we get in there. I can turn invisible and go have a look, but that's very risky.
So go look back at the
Alright.
map.
Remind me of the fourth circus, camp, forge, and
Mausoleum.
Camps. Mausoleum. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, so there are 4 points of intrigue, right? So we need to hit all 4 of them. We can go to the mausoleum tomorrow morning first thing because it's close and we know what to be done there to disrupt if it needs to be disrupted. If it's put back in place again, we know that it's import because they've done that before they've gone. If that's the case, then we need to go to the other 3. We don't know what's going on with Kern. Kern could be dead by now as well because they've had this whole hunt, which we don't know how that's fully gone yet, or if anything happened while they're out there. But we know out in the camps, the Kern's men are all being taken down.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
get
that's
out
the
of
most
here.
dangerous place.
Let's get out of here. Let's get to the rooms.
Okay,
Lock everything up.
and we got the Hessian. For all this Hessian about all of this as well.
Oh yeah, we do. Thanks,
Mhm.
Dax.
You probably shouldn't mention his name for a while. Maybe just.
Unfortunately, I brought it up because it was relevant. I'm sorry for what I did, but
Sometimes it would have been relevant information. Not just today. Interesting.
let's get back to
But yes,
the room.
let's go back to the rooms.
Okay. You head back to Blix Hall after the elder makes you all sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
There'll be no, and that will be like, you're not allowed to tell people about this because it's proprietary information, and Tax, you're not allowed to publish anything until they have published their findings first. But she gives you an open offer that you're allowed, if you want to collaborate with them and bring your expertise to it as part of that paper, then when they do this on the off season, you're more than welcome to stay and study the wardings with them.
Yeah.
As you seem to have a keen interest and a keen mind for it. So after that, you head back to Blix Hall. And as you get back to your rooms, it's rather sheepish. Ben and Albert are on the doors. Albert looking a little bit sheepish. He's got a card, an envelope in his hand.
What have we got there, Albert?
I'm not sure whether I mean, you put me in that situation where it felt like you wanted me to make some kind of arrangement. So this is I'm just going to hand it to you, my lady. I'm really sorry if that's not what you want, but I think you can call it off later. But it's just
Am I engaged now, Albert?
it's something called a casual, I think.
Worse.
It's like a agreement to think about possibly getting engaged, and
Okay.
you have there's an appointment for you to get fitted for a dress tomorrow for your first engagement with Henry, to be there as his accompaniment for the celestial event at the observatory.
Just think this might be a benefit that you can promise your heart to someone else, and that might solve all of this.
And why is Henry the option?
I don't know.
Sorry,
It's just a sudden option. It's presented
I'm
itself.
not getting married to Henry. I just don't want to upset Lady Blix while we are a guest here.
Hey,
Albert ushers you all inside.
there is a chance this whole town is going to blow up in a day's time, so you won't have to get married soon.
The whole of reality.
We'll all be dead.
I'm gonna go get some rest.
I also had a little bit of word from our people in the Way of the Fist. We've shut the southern gate because there was a bit of a kerfuffle there. Some of our men got a bit fighty, and it seems like Captain Dash's men have been like trying to kill us. So, I mean, there's good news, bad news situation. We control Starfall. We took the gates. The warnings and seem to have helped because it looks like whatever they were planning to do, they weren't ready for it. But it looks like the camps are all Captain Dashes, so we're effectively under siege.
Oh, great.
And
Where's Kern?
most of our forces were with Captain Kern, including Captain Dasher and Captain Kern's forces. Like half of them all
And
were all out there, and we haven't heard back from any of them yet. So I don't know.
fuck, the star is out there with him.
The ambassador did come back.
He did.
Oh, good.
Yes, yeah. He came back like late lunch, so maybe
Oh.
things didn't. Yeah,
That's early.
Maybe we should go and speak to him.
Maybe they sent him back.
What time is it when you're?
it's like probably quite late now because you spent a
I'm
lot of
going
time.
to bed. I'm not talking to Donald. David? I got such a good memory. I got it earlier.
You have an incredible memory, except for this one person.
The ambassador. Let's go. I'm going to bed.
Oh, the
I'm
ambassador.
tired.
Doesn't even matter. But a conversation could wait, I'm sure.
As you like arrive back into the rooms, Albert has arranged a midnight snack and a nightcap for you all, just before you go off to bed.
It's perfect.
Thank you, Albert.
You're a
And I'd like
wonderful
you all to-
TA, Albert.
well, we do a lot of helping in the Rabbit Clan, so I like to be help.
I want to sniff it. I don't trust it. I don't trust anything.
Albert,
No, the whiskey, the nightcap.
okay, sure, give me a perceive.
Here, Albert.
I trust Albert, but it might not be Albert. One success.
It's fairly strong whiskey.
Yeah. Fine. I'll drink it. Go to bed.
I would like you all to roll a d6 for me, please.
Are we securing camp and stuffs?
You can, yeah. Let's. I'd like the d6 first,
Okay.
and then we can go to rest activities and such. See.
Oh.
Got the one.
Okay. Right. Yep. So, would you all like to have any rest activities you want to do?
Yeah, paranoid at this point. Secure camp.
Yeah, secure camp. Tex is gonna make sure all the things are bolted. I think he's gonna do the magical check round. Make sure that nothing magical that he doesn't know of is in this room. Trying to go into that frequency and make sure that
Give me a tune for that.
Because there's a bad frequency he knows of now, so he can check for it.
Not what I want.
2 successes.
Okay. Coda, what are you doing?
I was just going to go for the investigate to secure the camp, but
Yep.
that's an abyssal roll, so I'm going to spend 2 to push and
abyssal
get 1
roll.
success.
Okay.
Abysmal.
Aurora.
I'm going to maintain my armor to get an armor back.
Yeah.
Can armor be fixed overnight? Can I send all of my armor off?
You can give it to it's yet another benefit of Blixel.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll send my armor off as well.
I mean, you don't need to prepare it, do you? If you.
Maintaining it means I get an extra one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You effectively do that and then send it off, and it will be prepped, and you get the extra. And Catalina.
I will play a song of relaxation. Does anyone have any stress wounds?
No.
I
3 of them.
do.
3 of them.
None.
Aurora,
no
you
stress.
have one less. Just one.
Thank you.
1 less stress.
I used up all my good playing earlier.
I'm all corruption, baby.
Oh, did you think it's more or less concerning that we have not seen an assassin since we saw the first one?
I don't know if I'll be. Can we keep watch tonight? Because I am sure I'm going to get stabbed.
I'm checking for something.
So yeah, Catalina, what's your song of rest first before we?
I just got 1 success.
1 success. Who are you going to give the stress relief to?
Aurora.
Aurora.
You should probably give it to Coda.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate it, but you should probably give it to him.
I just heard you were stressed and was like, yeah, you got it.
Tax.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for magical badness.
Yeah.
You feel a presence in this room. There's something, the feeling of being watched, a familiar resonance in this room. Unable to place exactly where it is, but something is here.
What's up, Tex?
It's just, I feel it's so busy in here all the time. Everyone's always in here. There's like so many people in this room all the time. He's saying like trying to really get in, but make it seem like he's stressed. I don't know how he's gonna. It's just it just feels so cramped in here
We can ask
all
for
the
a bigger
time.
room if you want. I mean, I think
It just- oh, oh, oh.
Tex, would writing
What
about
is
your
really
feelings
going
help?
on?
Hmm. I don't know how to say this without causing the thing to happen, but the thing's gonna happen. Oh. Could you stop being invisible, sir? It's gonna call out.
You hear a
What?
click of fingers. Well, since you asked so nicely,
Yeah.
a figure appears in the exit doorway, clad in green and blue armor, a green and blue cloak flying around them, a face mask that covers the top half of their face, this wicked grin on their mouth. Their hands have embedded crystals upon them. You stand face to face with a Deathstalker. And that is where we'll end the session.
Yeah, so I'm so boned. I'm so boned.
Could have really done with
Well,
rolling more successes.
I
My
mean,
relaxation.
Tax asked. So,
But he would have been there anyway, so
I mean,
it might be a talk, He might be against the Mad King. Maybe he's betraying him and it's an inside job.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There's definitely a chance of that.
He might be annoyed that they're weaker now. But
well, we'll see what happens next week as we continue on. So, something to look forward to next time.
yeah, that's what we need.
What can
Fight.
possibly go wrong? Happy Celestial event, everyone. We're just one day away from the big event.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to go wrong. Or maybe a new dawn is coming.
Oh,
So we'll leave it there. See you all next week.
See you next
Bye.
week. Bye.